Okay, so we are going to be watching Bap and Moira. This is kind of Plat, Bap and Moira from scrims, or
Once
from
the mission
tournament game
starts,
actually, right?
no more messing
If you don't make it, that decides the game right there. Oh no. Oh no. Unlucky. GG. Go next.
Teleporter online.
Alright, I like the TP. I like that positioning. Honestly, you can just stay up there. I really like that. But this is fine too. I should probably turn it off 2-speed. Nice. Don't worry about these are not your job. Like, this is your Lucio's job. As long as he knows it's his job, you know? Those are also his job.
Well, you tried your best.
Unlucky lamp.
Get inside.
Namaste.
You seem kind of disconnected from Wabi. I'm trying to figure out why. Maybe I don't know. I'm gonna keep watching. I'm gonna try to figure it out. Wabi is clearly playing at a faster rate than a lot of you guys are. Um, so if you can try to keep up with Wabi and like wherever he goes, just be like in a relative position to help him, then like your team will just be able to do more, you know?
Reality bends to my will.
This whole time that you're just standing here and not doing anything, you can be spamming the other team. And like you're playing really, really far back, and you don't really have to be, you know? Like you can be playing, you can be holding this corner. Wabi can be holding this corner, to be honest. Um, Especially if you're gonna sim wall this, like you guys should push and make use of this sim wall. Um, and so that way you can be spamming at them instead of standing 12 miles away.
Shoot to give.
This positioning is really, I mean, it's okay, I guess.
Get in here.
Lamp. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I'm just trying to think about like if there's a better, like if there's like a corner that you could throw it in. But that's fine. You guys are playing really far back, and I don't think you need to be. Like, I feel like Wabi should be like in here at first to like fire strike, and then you guys hold this choke, and then when they push, you kite a little bit, and then you window on this corner, or like a little farther back, and then you push back into them, you know? Like, I don't think that you guys should be playing back here. It's really passive for no good reason. Like, they don't have a sim. The only reason that you would play like passive like this or on point is if you know that they have a Symmetra and you know that they're going to sim TP to the window and drop to point. That's the only reason. Or if they're like um gonna play like some dive comp where they have like a ball coming in and like a Pharah spamming you and like they just take angles on you, you know, then sure you can play point. But like if they're brawling you, there's no reason to be back here. Because now literally you're letting them walk through this. This is an amazing choke right here. This is the kill box is what it's called right here. Whenever they walk through, they walk through this choke into the kill box, boom, you window, that's a free fight win. You break their Rhine shield, then Wabi shatters, GG. That's it. You get another free fight win. And then you'll have like all of your other ults. But you're just giving up all of that for free, for no reason. Alex is ready. He is up there and ready to engage them here, and y'all are just backing up to point. And maybe this is because you guys are really fucking scared about this Tracer flanking you, but just send your diva. Like, your diva can go deal with it. Like, if the Tracer comes and contests the point, like here, your diva just flies back, DMs him, shoots him, pressures him out, and then goes back to your team and gets heals. And then if it does it again, then you just do it again. Like, it's fine, you know? So yeah, I feel like you guys are playing really, really passively here, which is going to make getting use of your window really hard. If they come that high ground, then that's a good reason to back out.
Let them up.
Oh, you got rolled. If there's a Tracer on you, I would try to be jumping a lot more. Oh shit, you're in there like swim. The places on this map to kite to are like back here. Back here is the safest, and then you can like jump up and shoot through these windows, you know, if you really want to, or stand in this windowsill. Another spot is back here. This is really easy to get booped on though. So like playing like inside. But yeah, I feel like if their team just focused you, they could definitely kill you because you're just kind of standing in the middle. So if you want to like kite back here, that might be good. But in general though, that window, even though you got rolled by their Mei, you still knew when to use it. I would have tried to use it a little earlier and a little bit farther forward, like right here. As soon as they're walking through like this section, boom, you window them.
My ultimate is ready. Let's do this.
See how far back you guys are? It's just their Rhine and Lucio here. And look how scared you guys are. You can just kill them. Like these teams, what these teams are gonna do here, I'll give you a hack that will literally win you so many fights. These guys don't know how to, people at this rank don't know how to push together as a team properly. And so they'll just send like 2 people through a choke and not think that it's bad. And so what you can do is if they send 2 people through the choke, you just fucking kill them. And then the rest of their team will come and stagger in, and then you just kill them. You just have to be able to identify, okay, there's only 2 people here. Let's just fucking kill them, you know? Blocks the shatter. Let's fucking go. Yep, this is good. Play on the wall. I think you need to stop trying to deal with the Tracer. That's Graham and Josh's job. Because Wabi died. I mean, he's probably gonna fucking die anyway, but Wabi died and you didn't even lamp him yet. Like Wabi, keeping Wabi and Josh and Alex, that's your main priority, really. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so I think you're getting distracted by the Tracer shooting you when you don't necessarily need to be.
Maintain that positive attitude.
Like that, it isn't your job to be dealing with that. But you guys fucking rolled anyway, nice job.
Let them up. Statistically speaking. Activating the barrier.
Okay, so they're this left side. This left side sucks. But you let them get in. Good good window
Immortality
or a
field
good lamp,
down.
but can
Watch
you
yourself.
lamp a place that it isn't going to be destroyed immediately, like here? Because now Wabi's just dead.
I think we got off
Also,
on the
you're shooting the
wrong
turrets.
foot.
That's Graham's job. I also think that you guys tried to walk in when you were not able to walk in. Like, you guys were, Wabi was really low and he just walked in anyway. Which is gonna cost you that fight. You got that pick, Alex got that pick, so if you guys just chill for a sec, slow it down. I think you're done.
Regen burst activated.
Teleporter online.
That sucks. I think if you guys are all TPing, if you're doing a TP play, I want you to be one of the first ones to TP. I don't want you to be one of the last, I want you to be one of the first. Because if you're all TPing at once, then as the sooner you can get through the TP, the sooner you can get to a safe position. And because you went in a little late, they reacted, and you died because you were a little bit late coming through the TP. Obviously TPs are going to be risky plays, but you have to trust your team that this is going to be a safe TP. And like, if it's not a safe TP, then like you can talk with your team about it. Like, hey, this is not safe. I'm just gonna fucking die. Graham jumped off the map. Wait, what?
Hello.
How is he over here? Why is he over there?
I understand.
Another thing, try to shoot more directs on tanks. They nerfed the AoE healing of BAP's right click significantly, so you get way more value by directing them. It's just like a super minor thing, but also notice how you are really far behind your team. You don't want this to happen. Like, you want to, as soon as Wabi's going somewhere, you want to be like, I mean, not like fucking in his player model, but like you want to be fucking with him. Like, you guys are very strung out, and that's something you want to avoid, because now you're not getting the looser speed. Now your team's going in. You should have entered this fight just by windowing. I mean, to be honest, though, they have so many fucking ults. You might just want to dry fight. But like, yeah, you being so far back prevents you from initiating the fight with your window, you know. I don't know why you guys are fighting this way. I'm not sure. See, now, like, if their team had a brain, I hope they do, they'll fucking speed on you, and you'll just die, because look how separated you are. See, now you have to you get forced lamp. So now you have no lamp. Just because, literally only because you're just, like, strung behind your tanks. Like, you're just not in a death ball. And so now, when they grab, tire, shatter, unless they wait another 16 seconds to do so, you have no lamp. You have no lamp, he might die. Can you lamp somewhere better? I mean, yeah. Also, if you're gonna window this, I'm interested to see what happens. You're live. I'm not anymore. Unlucky. Yeah, I mean, they used a bunch of ults.
Honestly,
They
it
used
sound
4.
cool.
They had ult advantage.
Reality bends to my will.
Get in here.
Window this. You have to. You have to window this and just keep Wabi alive with your window heals. I mean, we could save it for next round, but
Let them out.
so how long did you hold this for?
Hello.
Okay. So you got window when they had 38%, and you used window when they were at 99%. So, like, you need to be using your ults more than that, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just use one window a fight, or a round, and expect to be getting value, you know? Which means that you need to be playing with your tanks more in order to be in a position where you can use your window to engage a fight, you know? So, in a in a wild turn of events, you've gone from frontlining too much to being too far back.
Yahi parambasta viktahe.
That's good though. It means that you're working on your positioning and you're figuring it out. This is good. These are the mistakes that we want to be making. Okay. So now we're on Moira. So now we're playing the double bubble. Good fucking fade. That was nice. Heal orb, nice. You don't need to be sucking right now. I would be like healing your team. Yeah, because Josh dies. You want to be sucking when your team is not like taking a fuck ton of damage, or you need healing. You know, like now, for example. But now Wabi needs heals, so you should be healing him. Nice.
Your power is mine.
I'm slightly. I worry that you're trying to DPS a little too much still. I feel like. I mean, you guys won the fight, but I feel like some of your players should have died there.
I'm on fire. You'd be wise to stay out of my sight.
Oh, time to accelerate.
Also, something with Moira, you probably know this, but when you heal with it, it is a heal over time that lasts like a second or 2 seconds or some shit. So if you just tap it on them, they will get a heal like buff for like a second or two. So you literally just have to tap it and they will heal for a bit, you know? So you can kind of alternate that. I would be, if your team wants to, I mean it's a little difficult to do. It's a heads up play, but you guys could engage them here, and if you guys are looking for that play, you are not in a position to do that. It seems like the rest of your team is gearing up to do that, but you are not in a position. You are too far back. Okay, you guys won't do it then. Yeah. I would heal orb this. Damage orbs really don't do much, to be honest. Heal orbs do a fuck ton. Because a heal orb enables all of your team to deal more damage. A damage orb just deals a little bit of damage. So now I would assume,
Is only to be expected.
yeah, Josh is gonna die. Wabi Primals. You can fade this. There's fading practice, like reactionary fading practice that will help you. Like Ryan will randomly shatter, or like a Sombra will EMP or something, and if you fade when they use that, it won't hit you. Um, so if you ask me
Is
about it,
my
I
will.
can get you that. I know Jemison has been Gemma and Brad, because he's playing Reaper, have been doing that practice. You are unloading all of your resources, and so this next fight should start and you won't have all your resources. You don't need to just dump heals. Like if you just spray it on him, he'll get the heal from it. You have your healing orb, you can throw him a healing orb instead of using all your resources.
This will restore you.
My EMP is almost sharp.
Let's get you healed up.
My ultimate is charged.
So like now they're entering this fight. I mean, you have Cole, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but you have like almost no resources at the start of this fight, and that's usually not good.
Come on.
Also, fuck your Reaper, he is on the flank. He shouldn't be on the flank, but he is. Play with your tanks. Fuck him. This comp is really, really aggressive, and the reason why I bring up this, like your Reaper is on the flank right now, you cannot be like in between your flank and uh your main core, because the way this comp works is it is really, really aggressive and it all engages at the same time. It is a really, really fast death ball, and so you need to be in a position where you guys should be engaging. Like Alex is uncloaking right now. You guys should be engaging on this team, and you are nowhere near a position to where you can engage them from. You're not ready at all.
This will improve your condition.
So Alex is gonna get forced out for free when you guys could have just hacked someone and then ran in with Cole Blossom and then EMP after that if you need it. And beat to save you from the grav. Like this is a fight that you should be taking. Um, where are we?
Not yet.
So now you're starting this fight. You have no resources. None. You have none. This cannot happen. So same thing with Window. You need to initiate this fight with Cole. So what you want to do is you want to probably be like here. You want to throw an orb, probably a damage orb, and then right into a Cole like now, and just beam this fucking BAP and anybody who walks across this bridge.
Surrender to my will.
You want to throw your orb before you Cole. You're also very far forward. Is this the minute mark that you're talking about? No. You're very far forward here. Your Cole reaches a long ass way. So like you could be playing around this pillar and just Cole people and be like so far away that their Kree can't flash you. If they grab you, like you're fucking way far away from them. Even if they didn't grab you, you're dead because they just high nooned and you're like standing right here with Cole. So I guess this it may be confusing because what I'm basically telling you, be with your team and be ready to engage, but when you engage, don't be in your team. which may sound contradictory, especially with Cole, but basically what I'm saying is when you guys should be looking for opportunities to engage them as really really fast. And when those opportunities are happening, a lot of times you're really disconnected from your team, and if your team decided to engage, you wouldn't be able to. But then when the fight actually does break out, then you go into your tanks a lot as Moira, um, like with your Cole just now. You go too far forward. Um, so hopefully that makes sense.
My ultimate ability is charging.
Because when you Cole, you have the range that you normally don't. You know. Something that you can be doing here, just a really small thing, is throw your damage orb through this window. Especially because they don't have a diva. It's just like a little bit of free ult charge for yourself.
I'm working. Okay. I'm working.
Josh is late with the DM. Okay, so like, do you see this? You're down half your resources, and you guys have just considered the idea of jumping into them, we need to avoid this as much as possible. So they need to avoid taking so much damage, but you also should be using your heal orbs, um, instead of just dumping your healing resource.
Bearing the damage.
Activating self-destruct sequence. Activated.
Let's go.
Your body decays.
It's like you have your heal orb right now. You can just throw your heal orb and damage to get your healing resource back. But instead you damage orb to try to kill this guy, which isn't necessary. And now I wonder if Wabi and Josh are going to die. He primals, so Wabi has to primal in order to stay alive.
Help me.
You have a healing orb. Yeah, I think you're just late with your healing orbs. I would honestly try to throw that shit on cooldown. Because like you have no resources at all. A healing orb allows you to deal damage while your team is still receiving heals, you know?
Hey.
Get into position. Surrender my will.
Did you have orb? You have orb. You have orb, but you don't throw it. So what you need to do whenever you Cole is you throw your orb out, and you can do like an animation cancel. You throw your orb and immediately Cole. And that way, if you throw a healing orb, you get omega healing. If you throw a damage orb, you get omega damage. But once you're locked into Cole, you can't throw your orb. So you need to do it before you Cole. This is also really, really late. And you get no value because of it. Like if you're down like 2 or 3 people and you just get your Cole, I'd probably just take the L on the fight. Because now you don't have
I must
Cole,
reflect upon this.
and you lost the fight anyway.
Join with me.
Right here, believe it or not, is a kill box. They can kill you here. I would use Fade to get here.
I require assistance.
Unless your Diva's DMing you, of course.
You seem in need of aid.
What is your guys' plan? Where are you guys going? Yup. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess the only thing I can say is just rotate faster. I mean, like you guys rotated here, sat here for like 5 seconds, waited for them to take good positioning, and then you're like, all right, now we're gonna go, and then you get hooked. Um, I don't know, man. That's just unfortunate, I guess.
Need healing over here.
We must all make sacrifices in the name of science.
You just dumped half of your healing resource to heal one Sombra. Is this good? Is this a good use of healing resources? Okay, where the fuck are we going? Half of our team is
I
split.
will rebuild you.
Oh, fuck.
This will heal you.
Okay, so this is a team thing. One of the things that you guys should be doing is Alex needs to be setting up beforehand, and so you guys don't engage and just sit here and wait for Alex to come and then use shit, because your tanks are going to die. You have no healing resource. That's just not how the comp works. Um, so your Sombra needs to set up in advance. Then, when you guys engage, you guys should like speed across the bridge and boom, you're engaging. Like you EMP them as you run into them, kind of thing, right? So that way your healing resource isn't gone and your tanks aren't just standing here with fucking 40 HP. Um, Also, you fucked up your healing orb, which would help a lot right now, um, because you threw it against this wall. So try to throw your healing orb where your tanks are going to be walking, right? So if you guys are going to be walking forward, throw the ball in front of you and have your tanks just follow it, you know? Um, you're also dumping healing resource. I think you should try to be a little bit more conservative with it. Urban just fucking pops off. You're using Fade a lot of times when you don't need to, and so I don't think this will matter right now, but you will get into positions where you will fade because there's like a primaling monkey or something, and then you'll just get dove by the rest of their team, and then you die. Um, so like fade is like one of those abilities. Um, it's like lamp, right? Like you only want to fade if you absolutely have to, because after you use fade, you're extremely vulnerable.
This is my will.
Is that a useful damage orb? See, like, did you have fade? Did you have fade? Did you have fade? You didn't have fade yet. So you used fade because there's a primaling monkey and you got scared, and then you get hooked because you don't have fade and you can't avoid it. There it is. See? See what I mean? See what I mean? You get punished for it. Oh. It shouldn't make me happy, but it does. Nice, you guys win. Good shit. So yeah, you're fuck, what were we talking about on BAP again? You guys' positioning on Brawl is really, really passive, and you're getting disconnected from your tanks a lot. Like you're not in a position to engage when your tanks want to engage, and I think that's hurting. That's making you struggle to get out your windows. Like on Control Center, you held your window for a really, really long time. So I think if you play with your tanks more at the start of the fight and are ready to engage when they're ready to engage, and you guys all rotate as like just like a little ball instead of strung out so far, I think that will help you get those windows off. Um, And then, as with Moira as well, you need to be in a position to engage when your team wants to engage. Because I expect you guys, after doing some VOD reviewing and stuff, I expect you guys to start taking early fights, um, because you can. You have the ability, you have the resources, you're all set up. There's no reason not to. Um, and like teams that you're scrimming will not expect it. They'll be like, "What the fuck? They're attacking us here?" And then they'll die. So I expect you guys to be doing that, and so you need to be in a position where you can go in with your team when they want to go in. Um, so make sure that if, for example, on Lijiang Tower, if they want to dive aggressively, like to where that rock and the mega is, if they want to dive there, you can't be chilling on point because if you're chilling on point, you won't be able to go there with them. Um, so keep that in mind. Um, when you're coaling, throw your orb out first and then coal. And here, I can even show you, there's like a, fuck, how would I show you? How do I get my, let me see if I have a preset. Hold on. Where's Moira? Ultimate generation, 500%. Wait. I saw a thing. Enabled. Let's go. Okay.
Now arriving at Yijiang Tower.
I love the animation cancel. So you
Science will
just,
reveal
whenever
the
you're ready
truth.
to call, you
Surrender
boom,
to my will.
and then you have the orb and the coal. And you see how long this lasts, or how far this goes. Like, I'm beaming the kids who are standing where I am. So you see how far that is. You don't have to be, like, from here to here to hurt them. Like, you can be really, really far away and still do damage and still heal and be completely safe. And if, like, a Brig, for example, wants to fucking int to come and kill you, she has to come and int to kill you and she'll just die, you know? As you guys play better and better teams, more and more characters with stuns will try to cancel your call, and so your positioning needs to be such that you can't get canceled out, and you can punish whoever tries to do that to you. So I think that's going to become more and more important as scrims go on. But yeah, and finally, managing your healing resource. I'm not really a Moira player, um, and so like I don't know Moira as well as some other people. Um, so if you really are confused about how to manage your resources better, I would talk to Raven about that, because that's his role, not mine. Um, there's also some cool Moira jump shit you can do, um, if you're ever bored. But anyway, yep. Hopefully this is helpful for you. Um, yeah, good job. You've been doing a lot better with not frontlining on BAP, which is really, really good. Your positioning during the fight has been fine. I see no problems with it. So nice job with that. Keep it up.